If there is one chateau in Bordeaux that really gets the aficionados salivating, it's Pontet-Canet, a fifth growth chateau in Pauillac. Now, fifth growth, you'll know that that's the lower end of the spectrum, first, second, fourth, fifth of Bordeaux. And so why would I be highlighting a chateau with such a seemingly lowly classification? Well, the answer is Pontet-Canet is anything but a fifth growth. It might have been classified as that in 1855, but of course times have changed quite radically in the case of this chateau, because this is the first chateau in Bordeaux to convert to biodynamic ways, and that means ultra-organic mantra in the vineyard and in the cellar. This means that the vines and the grapes are in touch with the soil and its surroundings perfectly, with no man-made use of sort of chemicals and any jiggery-pokery. It takes quite a long time for a vineyard to adapt itself, if indeed it can, to biodynamic principles. And now that Pontet-Canet has had about 10 years to do this, we can see extraordinary transformations in the wines. Pontet-Canet itself is a Cabernet Sauvignon dominant wine, as you'd expect from a chateau based in Pauillac. It's literally bang next door to Mouton Rothschild, the first growth, and then just down the road from Lafite Rothschild as well. It's incredibly well situated. And the hillside, it's generally one large plot of land, is perfectly inclined towards the sun. So the grapes are going to get ripe. What's amazing though is that they reach physiological ripeness, so taste ripeness, if you picked a grape off and ate it, taste ripeness at lower alcohols than many of the other estates do, which is fantastic for aging. The lower the alcohol, often the longer live the wines. And a very weird thing that's happened recently is that the Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot grapes planted in this vineyard mature at about the same time. Normally you'd have a week or two between the times when you pick these two grapes, but the thoughts are there from Alfred Tesseron, the owner, that the land is really, really in harmony with these vines, and they all respond, sort of holding hands. They all work together to mature at the same time. They don't use an awful lot of new oak here. I mean, it's a fair whack, but it's not too much to allow the wine to speak. They also have extraordinary large cement tanks there, and they look like aliens have landed, like Day of the Triffids. And also they use eggs, big concrete eggs, to ferment the grapes in. And the philosophy here is that wood perhaps is often seen as a little bit brash, and concrete changes temperature very, very slowly, and this doesn't shock the wine during its production. All of these things, whether you think that they're a little bit of mumbo-jumbo or not, I actually personally don't, are borne out in the wine when you taste it. You have to taste this wine, you have to taste Pontet-Canet, and it will make you think. It will delight you. As Alfred says, it'll send a shiver down your spine, or it might even make you cry. That's the emotional attachment that you have to Pontet-Canet.